Hello everyone, today I will present a presentation on Ideational metafunction. Before that, I want to introduce myself. My name is WHATISIDEATIONAL, identity number 1901030023. Okay, stay tuned. What is Ideational metafunction? The Ideational metafunction is about the natural world in the broadest sense, including our own conclusions, and is concerned with clause as representation. The interpersonal metafunction is about the social world, especially the relationship between speaker and hearer, and is concerned with clause as exchange. The Ideational metafunction or stance-TV system are constituting the grammar of existential meaning, concerning how language serves the expressions of contents, that is of the speaker's experience of the real world, doing, sensitive being, or saying activities that happen to the world, comprising three components: process, participants, and circumstance. Basically, there are six process types. Is A. Material process is process of doing. B. Mental process is process of sensing. C. Verbal process is process of saying. D. Behavioral process is process of behavior. E. Existential process is process of existence. And F. Relational process is process of being. What is material process? Material process is material doing or expressing the notion that some entity physical does something which may be done to some other entities. The participants are: number 1, an actor, the door of the process. Number 2, a goal, the thing affected. 3, a range, the thing unaffected by the process. And 4, a beneficiary, the one whom or for whom the process is said to take place. Number 2, existential process. What is existential process? Existential process is representing experience by positing that true what is something, that something exists or happens, usually involves there, and typically employ the verb to be or synonyms such as exist and occur. The participant is an existence or a phenomenon of any kind. Number 3, relational process. What is relational process? Relational process is expressing being and coming in two different modes: attribution or assigning a quality to something, and identify something. The participants are: number 1, a carrier and attribute in attribute clause. Number 2, token. What is being defined and value? Something which defines in identifying clause. Verbal process. What is verbal process? Verbal process is expressing not only the different mode of saying, asking, stating, arguing, but also semiotic process that are not necessarily verbal or showing and indicating. The participants are: number 1, a sayer is the participant responsible for the verbal process. And number 2, a receiver is the one to whom the saying is directed. Number 3, verbiage is the content of what is said or name of the saying. Number 4, a target, the accidentally that is targeted by the process of saying. Behavioral process. What is behavioral process? Behavioral process is process of physiological behavioring, like breathing, dreaming, snoring, smiling, or anything. Intermediate between mental and material process, and typically have only one participant. The participants are behavior or conscious being. And number 6 is mental process. What is mental process? Mental process is encoding meanings or thinking or telling, describing that human or not human is given humans like qualities, think, feel, desire, or perceive. Mental process has several classifications: cognition, affection, and the perception. The participant are a sensor, is human or at least conscious participants. Number 2, a phenomenon swimming out what is true, once they perceive like or dislike. Okay, that's all from me, some about the additional metafunction. Thank you for your time and goodbye.